Hey, I got my stream on, so I'll text you about that later. Your headset's a little scuffled, but... Oh, you're fine now. I just hear the ringing, but I can tolerate that. Well, it's just going... only when you talk lightly. Yeah, you're fine. Are those the same earbuds you had, like, forever ago? Oh, where are you? Oh, that's where my sister went to school. Yeah, that's our... You know the girls that we used to hang out with when I was younger with my... Remember I would always tell you I'd go and hang out with my friend Kelsey?
Hey, remember me?
They're from Indiana. They're sisters that are basically... They're like my sister's sisters almost. They're super close. Yeah. Their mom basically paid for my sister to go out there and have a better degree in Indiana for a whole summer.
And hey, who else was I gonna get to help me take down the big one, huh?
Yeah, we've been friends with them ever since. The ones that I used to go hang out with in Glenville during the summer once in a while, we'd go swimming at their house. Remember I was like, oh, she's got a blazer. Because it's actually shortly after my cousin stopped driving his. Yeah, that's really funny because that's where my sister Emily, I think you met Emily at least a couple of times. The one with the red hair. She's my skinnier sister. She was no, you met my other sister, the one with all the tattoos, because she was at my dad's house. That was the one I was living with before. Remember, I was always at my dad's? Yeah. She went to college too for like 5 years. I'm the only one that didn't go to college. I still got a way better job coming out here. I work in a senior home now. Yeah, I was working at this place called Winco, and they cut hours. So I wasn't there a lot, and then... Yeah, well, we found out too after that, and one of the managers was like super rude and like verbally abusive to me, just like Dollar Tree was, and I was like... Because I got into an argument with him over our vacation that I had pre-planned and told them about, like, way before the store was... Because I was there and helped them build the store, like, some of the stuff that was in the produce aisle that we worked in. Like, I was there from the beginning for, like, the first 3 or 4 months almost. And, like, I remember I had the hand injury, and then I fucking missed our store commercial opening, and then it was, like... I was totally excluded from everybody. Yeah, because everybody was super nice there. And they all asked when I was coming back and shit. And then I came back, and then I had 2 different positions to switch around in. And then it was just like they started treating me like shit like a month after my hand was healed. Dude, when they let me go, I was like, I don't think so and so should be manager, and I walked out, and he was like, "Have a nice day." Well, I was pissed, man. I was like, I hate being targeted by people. Like, this happened like 3 times to me already. And I never reported it at my old job. And then, like, I was finally telling them about it, and then that's when they had let me go, when I started complaining about it. Yeah. Yeah, I know, because half the time I was video chatting with you on your breaks. I'm on a lobby. I just don't know if I'm in your lobby. Oh no, I'm not. I'll spectate you then so I can be in it. Oh, you're not online, so I can't. It says that you're not playing anything. I know you're on, I can hear it. Hey Justin. Punch buggy. No punch back. One just drove by my house. My dad did that to my sister because we had been playing like a really hard game of like punch buggy for a while. And like, he went to go like form a fist and go and hit my sister in the leg, and he was like, "Oh my god!" He was like, "Michael's not in the car." He almost fucking punched her. You see how big my dad is. I was like, "Oh fuck!" He almost hit my sister, the one that you met, in the leg. This bitch just took a picture of my mini. I know. He's still around. He's kind of going through his own shit right now, but because he didn't exactly. Yeah, I mean, in his own way he is, but he's got bad dementia. Yeah, remember they diagnosed him a couple years ago when I told you. Yeah, and he fucked up his credit and shit. Dude, his credit, he could have leased a Lamborghini. He had like I heard his credit when we went in to get his new Kia before he got dementia, like 2 or 3 years before. Like before I left when I was seeing you guys. He had like his credit was like in the 700s. It was like 725 when we went to the Kia dealership about 7 years ago. He'd never had a ticket. Yeah, like he's never. Oh shit! Wait a minute. Oh, you said you're in a mission? Yeah, like he doesn't have anything on his driving record at all. But he's always paid his insurance also and kept the same car for like more than 5 years is what I mean.
It's LJT. Guess who I just spoke to? The Grow House.
Remember the Oldsmobile? My cousins still have that Oldsmobile. Yeah, they still have it. They have it sitting somewhere. We had that Oldsmobile for 15 years before we gave it to them. Chris and Tiffany? No, he actually took very good care of that car before he started getting sick. That's why I said that was the best 87 Cutlass Supreme that I ever heard. I think it was a 87 Cutlass Sierra. Because it said, I remember it saying 87 on the dashboard. Because remember how they used to have it? I didn't hear what you said. before. No, it was an 87. Oh yeah, huh? Why did they name it 80? Why did it say 87 though? Because I remember there being something on the car that said 87. I'm gonna look it up. Grandpa still has the Cadillac in the driveway. Yeah. No. Apparently, I'll text you about it, but yeah. It's still in its condition. If it got a tune-up, it would run, but it was not taken care of. It's still, like, the body kit's fine, but it would need a tune-up before it starts. It'll start, and it'll run just like it used to, but you need to put it up to date. No part replacements, just it needs a tune-up. Nobody did it. Nobody ever did it. They just drove it. Because that's how good Dad and Grandpa took care of our cars, because they could just drive them for a while without having to be repaired. Well, yeah, you've seen the gold car. You already know. And we went to Connecticut and back in the middle of having an oil change and still made it there without having an engine failure. And we drove 4 hours to Connecticut with low oil, yeah. The only thing that was wrong with it is that it sounded like a... like it sounded like that the whole time. But that was because it was an old car. And we were also in like 80-degree heat on the highway, and it was the first time it had ever really done that. Well, because it was like the first time I had ever really experienced an oil change sound. And that's why I was texting Devin when it happened. And he was like, yeah, from what it sounds like, it needs an oil change. But my dad, he's stubborn, and he wants to keep driving until we get there. We drove all the way to New London, Connecticut, actually, with it on low oil. Well, it's because we were taking it easy after we heard the sound. Because I told him, I was like, Dad, you gotta trust me. I was like, if we take it easy the rest of the way there, we'll be fine. That's just like the experience of us having it with other people. And then we got there, and actually, it was the oil that needed to be changed. Because his personal mechanic said back to him, he was like, your son's pretty smart. Because he was like, he knew what... I think it was when we were all like 16 or 17. I think you had like just turned 19 when I went. 26? I'll be 26 this year. My controller died. 8? My controller died, E. Can you send me an invite so I can join and let my controller charge for a second? I was looking for something and I forgot what I was looking for, and then I spaced out. Because you said you have to leave soon. Well, do you have to drive there? Oh, yeah, then, yeah. Set that up. Oh, I was putting water in my bong because it tasted resiny. I'm fucking stupid. I'm sitting here wondering why the fuck I'm walking around. It's because she bought me dispensary weed last night, and like we had our own stock for a while. So like my tolerance for this, like we literally still have stuff left, but we have to make it into like shatter or something because it's just like it's stuff for blunt wraps and shit, like shake. It's the leftover trimmings of the stuff that we got rid of, and then because it's so legal out here that you can just there's so many people that want it, you can just get rid of it. And trust me, if I did smoke a blunt of this stuff with you, you would have been giggly. It's like a really giggly indica. Indicas are really like mellow. Cause it's all purpley weed. It's sour diesel and lemon haze, and Chem Dog. It was a 3-strain hybrid plant. I've heard of that stuff. I've never smoked it. The stuff that I got now, I was streaming with my friend Randy earlier, and he was like, or last night, and he was like, I haven't seen you this baked in a while. Cause like I haven't had time to get on the game and shit, so like I haven't really been on. And he was like, he was laughing at me because I was spacing out. I couldn't remember what the fuck we were talking about. As I'm sitting here talking about smoking weed, and there's 2 cops parked next to each other down the street at the park, and my door's open, and I'm on air. No, they do over here. They don't now because they know that Valencia's cousin's dad is part of the, he's a retired officer of Yakima. Yeah, of Yakima PD, YPD. Notice how there's no N, it's just YPD. Oh, that's cute. I haven't seen one of those in a while. It's a Volkswagen Rabbit. Yeah, and it was originally rusted. Are they? Yeah, they've been coming around over here. There's we actually met a Mini Cooper rally group this year, and they like we were in my friend's Mini Cooper traveling around because we went to a Pokemon raid out in Oregon, and I had missed that gym because my phone died right before they had walked over to it last time we were there, like a weekend before, because we had stayed out there. You know how we go to the Pride rally every year out there? I took that time off work, and that's what I got into my manager an argument with him about, because I had to reschedule the time off 4 times. Because he kept getting the time wrong, and then they tried to schedule me that week, and then give me the week off before the week that they scheduled me. And I was like, no, I was like, I'm not coming into work. I was like, I'm telling you guys now that I'm leaving tomorrow, and that I need Thursday and Friday to pack. Because I was like, I had just covered somebody's shift 2 before, and they were like giving me a hard time. And I was like, I'm gonna use that day that I covered on his shift to give myself an extra day to pack, right? And he was like, oh, blah 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 blah, this and that. And I was like, go fuck yourself. Because I yelled back in the middle of people walking in the store, and he was like, go do your work. And I was like, whatever. I was like, and then I obnoxiously went back and crossed off the last 2 days of that week and took that weekend off. I know, he's in the Tron suit. Here, come on, let's go start, or finish this. If I leave them in my car, do you think that they'll go? No, but I could have gotten it. I called it there, so it'll show up if they decide to take it, so just go. The other guy left. He went over there. My stream, or my view. Yeah, I have because I'm doing car heists right now. The suppliers. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to get money to get the Doomsday place. I haven't had time. I've been working. Yeah. I missed out on like everything. Yeah, I missed out on everything because I've been working. That's why I'm not friends with the other guy anymore, because they were being little assholes about me not having time to get on. And I was like, that's such a fucking ridiculous argument. I'll tell you all about it later because I screenshotted the whole thing. I'm not dumb. No, I was walking away to get the water I forgot about while I was smoking. You know what's funny is... Oh, my controller! Hang on. Alright, so obviously I can't fill water and hold my controller at the same time. We discovered that now. You know what's funny? I really haven't smoked for like the last hour and a half. It's just really strong. Yeah, no, it's like still going. Cause yesterday I had a really bad headache and I kept trying to smoke the stuff and I smoked like a whole the other gram, and like it's good stuff for, cause I pay $3 a gram where I go. Like legitimately $3 a gram. So I got these 2 grams, and one's called Fireweed and one's called Trainwreck, and they're both indicas, but they're only like 15 to 13%. But the CBD that's in it, like, it fucks your body up. It makes you feel dumb. Like, it relaxes you so much that you don't know what to do with yourself. It's basically like what they say taking a dab is. And dabs are pretty much frozen or heated weed. Oh, you have? Okay. So yeah, it's like, you know how your head starts feeling really heavy and light? That's how I feel right now. Like, I feel like my head is floating while I'm looking at the screen. And I've only smoked a bowl like 2 hours ago. When I told you that I was going to go do stuff, that's when I smoked. I'm not even joking. That's how long it's like I stopped going to the dispensary too because I was spending a lot of money on it too, and I was like, I'll just spend money on blunt wraps since they're 3 for $1. I was like, that's not as bad as me buying weed every week. So I just did that for a while with the stuff that I had, because the stuff I had like over a few ounces of stuff. I could have given you so much like stuff. I just got a mouthful of bong water. Oh yeah, it's like, you can go to the mall in Oregon and roll a blunt in the parking lot underneath the camera. Yeah, there was 3 guys sitting there, and they looked like they were pulling out weed, and I was like, are they fucking pulling out, like, they pulled out a bag of weed and sat there rolling weed in literally a blunt, like a zigzag, underneath the camera at the mall. And they were just sitting there getting ready to smoke a blunt before they went into the mall, while people were walking past them. And it's gotten more legal since there's been the YouTube bans and shit. Yeah, they're banning weed tubers that are in legal states. Well, yeah, because they're trying to. A lot of the weed tubers are trying to get sponsors, and like. Yeah, the skinny kid, right? You talking about the white kid that dresses mad ghetto? He'll wear like the hood. Yeah, he looks like he's got a baby face. I saw that video recently post. Why would you even go and buy that much weed just to give away weed just to smoke weed at a spot? Just to... Yeah, I know. And then say, oh, they just took it. They didn't say nothing. They could fucking lose their careers that they studied for years over that shit. They're on camera. And they're on live stream camera. Yeah. Yeah, you don't know which way that thing is gonna suck back. I don't even, if I'm in a state where I can't have weed, I'm just not gonna smoke that whole entire week unless I meet somebody there. Which half the time I usually do. Yeah, I know. There's guys that I watch. This one guy, he brings the dab rigs on the plane and smokes on the plane. And he'll post on Instagram and shit. No, like an actual airport. And like he'll sneak the dab rig, the bangers. He'll sneak the bangers up there and then he'll like attach it to something and like. I mean, he's not a stupid guy. Like he filters his videos pretty well. But it's, why go through all that trouble just to go and smoke weed somewhere? Like yesterday, I drove back. Yeah, I don't even smoke on camera. I show my stomach before I show my face. You know how I am. Can you not smoke at all now, or no? What? Yeah, but that's a sativa does that. If you came out here, they could physically find you just by asking you a few questions. What kind of CBD strain you can take, because that's what you need. Well, that's what I'm saying. Just by them talking to you, just by them talking. Look at, I just sent you a picture of the $3 grams that I get. Yeah, I know. I got a really good. I'm really good at taking weed pics. Do you see the one on the bottom that's red? That's some of the train wreck. The other stuff that's a little bit more wet looking is the fireweed. That's the stuff I'm really baked on right now. Yeah. I showed you our newer car, didn't I? We got it super dirty this weekend. We took it off-roading. Yeah, no, we really did. We went up in the mountains. And we took a Prius with us too. I have Snapchatted videos. We didn't like get to go in a lot of mud. Like, we were basically driving in mud and off-road turf the whole time. Yeah, I'll text you while you're out. Alright, I'll talk to you after when you get back. She's at work for another 3 hours. Okay, we got 22 grand for that. I'll see you after. Alright. I'm gonna unplug the mic for a bit.
Hey, this is pirate property. Fuck out of here.
Great! Well done. You are very resourceful. I like that. Really, I do.